In The Matrix, there's a scene where Morpheus leans into Neo and he says, you can have the blue pill and you can go back to life as normal, or you can have the red pill and I will show you what you've been missing out on. You see, this is the exact opportunity I'm giving you right now. With digital adoption platforms, everyone in 2023 is offering nudges, tours, surveys. That's table stakes. But at CommandBar, we've been developing the red pill. Here's how we're different. See, traditionally, DAPs are guidance only, they are super clunky, and they require a ton of coding to get up and running. Whereas CommandBar, as a user assistance platform, we are fundamentally a user-first approach to digital adoption. We provide a blend of assistance and guidance in the features that we implement in apps. And we also really leverage natural language for our end users to be able to help and guide them to get the support that they need from the tools that they're using. But first, let me backtrack for a quick second. My name's Paul Thompson. I'm on the growth team here at CommandBar. The whole point of you watching this video is we wrote a blog post on the difference between digital adoption platforms and user assistance platforms. Now, after you watch this video, you can go ahead and read that. This article is super juicy. There's a ton of good nuggets in there, but I wanted to create a video to give you the highlights reel so that you didn't miss anything and you could just skim through this video and get all of the best bits. So let's get into it. As I mentioned a little earlier, the state of play for digital adoption tools right now is that they are there for the company's benefit. It's a fairly archaic, old, clunky, traditional approach to feature adoption. It's really not aimed at the users at all. At CommandBar, we're taking the opposite approach. See, with a well thought out user assistance strategy, it is targeted and segmented. It's definitely not annoying. It's user focused. It keeps the user journey in mind, and we always lean to communicating the benefits rather than being pushy and prescriptive. If you've stumbled onto this video, you might be evaluating some digital adoption platforms right now. And if you are, I want to take you through a framework that might be helpful in you deciding which tool to use. There are 5 questions that I want to walk you through today. Number 1 is, what are the current areas within your product where your users get blocked, frustrated, or report experiences as being ineffective or under-optimized? These could be things like onboarding, activation, feedback collection, product rollouts, or all of the above, or something else entirely. Question number 2, what are the core tactics that you want to use? Now, this is a juicy one. Are they in-app messages, tooltips, product tours? Maybe you're looking for an AI copilot or an assistant. Are you looking at pop-ups or AI-powered search or even customer chat? Question number 3, who will be in charge of building all of these experiences? Do you have dev and engineering resources available? Or do you need your non-technical marketers and support folks to be able to work in the tool as well? Question number 4, what is your price range and budget? Are you leaning more towards a secondhand Camry from your uncle's neighbors type pricing, or more along the lines of Elon's 60th birthday bash on Mars type of deal? And question number 5, how will you measure the success of your DAP? For example, what are the goals and metrics you want to see improved? What does success mode look like for your DAP strategy? On the other hand, what does failure mode for your DAP strategy look like? So by the time you've made your way through those questions, you should have a fairly good sense of what you want your DAP platform to achieve. But then comes the question of, well, which DAP platform are you going to choose? And I've got a few areas that I would love to take you through so you can explore which option is the best for you. Does the DAP tool that you're considering actually care about users? A good way to test this is put yourself in your end user's shoes. If the experiences that you're creating feel abrasive or annoying, then it's probably time to consider a different option. Make sure that whatever platform you use creates delightful experiences for your users. Another thing to consider is the integration into your tech stack. Is it technically really difficult to ship this DAP tool into your product? Or is it quite easy? See, for CommandBar, it's just a few itty bitty lines of code and you are up and running really, really quickly. A lot of the traditional DAP platforms are very, very cumbersome and difficult. You need a lot of eng resources to be able to ship that into your product. It's also worth considering where you need DAP support. Is it on the web only? Is it on desktop? Or is it mobile? Make sure the DAP tool that you choose has the capacity to support you where you need it. Along the technical trend, does the DAP tool that you're considering have a non-technical, user-friendly UX? Worst case scenario here is you need to be Stephen Hawking to understand the quantum realm of the universe to be able to ship any little minor updates. At CommandBar, we wanted to make our UX so user-friendly that every non-technical staff member would be able to make changes without having to be an engineer. You should also probably consider scalability. Because whatever DAP tool that you choose, it has to be able to scale with your product as it grows over time. Obviously, as you grow and scale, it's important to keep track of the data. You're going to want to choose a DAP platform that has a really robust analytics system. That way you can decipher user feedback and you can provide actionable insights on data like survey feedback. And finally, the last thing to consider is customer support. I mean, if you sign up for a DAP platform and you have no one to hold your hand as you build it out, then that's probably going to be a really tough hill to climb. However, when it comes to tools like CommandBar, we take our customer success and support really seriously. We have dedicated Slack channels, we have people in the inbox, we have a customer success team, we have technical support, we got it all. We want to make sure that you are up and running as smoothly and quickly as possible. In looking back on what we've covered in the video so far, you have a set of questions to help you understand what you need to use the DAP tool for, and then you have this framework for helping you decide or evaluate which DAP tool to choose. But I want to leave you with one last thing. It's the graphic that I showed you in the very beginning, and I want to float this idea of guidance versus assistance with you. See, in my opinion, an analogy of guidance in digital adoption platforms is akin to a bank robber coming into rob a bank. You, the teller, being the user, is being guided by the bank robber. For example, you have these pop-ups like, rah, I'm robbing the bank. I mean, that's intrusive and annoying, right? You have these checklists that you have to achieve. So the robber is like telling you, hey, do this first, like get the money out, make sure they're hundreds, put them in the bag. And then you even have surveys like, is anyone gonna call the police? Yeah, of course, like no. So that's guidance. It's pushy, it's abrasive, no one really likes it. It's there, you gotta do it, you got no choice. It's gonna happen regardless. Whereas on the other hand, you have assistance. And what we've been pioneering here at CommandBar is this whole idea of being an assistant to the user. We are non-annoying. We really want to be segmented, targeted, distraction-free, and helpful. For example, when we build Copilot, users can ask Copilot a question and we will absolutely give them the answer based on the help docs or the resources or whatever is connected to CommandBar. But then we'll even go a step further and we'll ask questions like, hey, would you like us to do that for you? We are really putting ourselves out there to be an assistant to the user rather than just guiding and pushing. That's the difference. When we're talking about guidance and assistance, and we're talking about digital adoption platforms and user assistance platforms, that's what we're really trying to encapsulate here. No one wants to be robbed at a bank, but everyone wants to be helped. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of this video, we have an amazing blog post. And if you go to commandbar.com/blog, type in UAP versus DAP or digital adoption platform versus user assistance platform, you will get the blog post. Read through it. There are a bunch of details in that blog post that I skimmed over for the purpose of this video. I just wanted to make this a nice quick highlights reel. So if you prefer a deep dive, jump into the blog, go check it out, and you will not be disappointed. All right, till next time, bye.